Alright, what's up guys? Today we're diving into an AITA post titled AITA for planning on ending our relationship today because he acts like his daughter is heiress to my things? Sounds like a sticky situation, so let's get into it. My F37 boyfriend, Ben M42, has been asking weird questions and expecting me to do things that would go against my plans for my own family. Things have been working out for me in the past few years, but this year has been amazing. I decided to cut down on my daily workload a bit after I got 3 accounts that are helping me reach some financial goals. I'm planning on buying a house for my family. I downsized my current living situation, renting, after my kids went to live, temporarily, with my parents for this semester, while I completed my certified training and graduated from my present program in uni. My new place isn't as nice looking as other places, but the price was a good cut from living expenses for me. I can both walk to the office and uni, and I hardly have to move my car for anything. I'm saving money that I'm putting in an account for my kids. Ben absolutely hates my place. It's clean and in a relatively safe area. It's just that it's a mix of student area/old families, and traffic can get messy from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and some houses are simple and elegant and some look like tacky add-ons. I don't care if my place doesn't look nice on the outside. It's not like it's an eyesore, and it's up to me to make it livable on the inside. I had 2 other choices. Choice A cost $200 less than my previous place, with access to a community pool and 2 bedrooms. I don't need more than 1 bedroom at the moment, and I don't really have time to enjoy the pool. Choice B was a bit lower, but about 45 minutes away. It was beautiful and close to the school where Ben's kid went. He did hint at it, but he would have needed to get on the lease and come up with the difference between this place and my new studio apartment that I chose. Also, living together is a major decision, and right now I really need to focus on my career and education. He said he understood, but he didn't take it well. He told me that his daughter was disappointed because she would have liked a nice place to hang out. Ben lives in an apartment. It's an average place with no problems or issues, so what he said came out as a weird remark. Fast forward, and he started asking questions. First, he asked if I would be interested in partnering with him for a business idea. I said no because I already made a commitment to self-fund my own venture. Second, I'm not familiar with the industry that he wanted to break into. Then, he began noticing things about things that I owned. I'm not hiding that I'm financially stable, but I don't spend a lot. He did notice that I've bought a few nice items and started telling jokes that felt harmless. Then he said that I was loaded and that his daughter would be an awesome protege. I stayed quiet, TBH, because I think he might have been offended, but there's no way in hell that I would allow entrance to what I've built to anyone other than my kids. Also, he said that I should treat his daughter as very special because I only had boys, and she's my chance to have a girl in the family, his words. Don't get me wrong, she's a good kid. I have never missed out on gifting her nice and thoughtful presents on her birthdays and the holidays. But his words created a sense of discomfort and disgust for me. It felt like reversed sexism, and I told him, she and I have a decent relationship, but there's no way that I will give her access to my money if that means to treat her as my own. I know this sounds very wrong, but it's how I feel. She's not the kind of kid who's a bully or nasty or anything, but she's not my child, and every time that he asks for things, I feel like he's trying to get me to take from my kids to give to her. It happened again when I gave her a short-term weekend job. The office cleaning lady wasn't available, so I hired his daughter for a Saturday cleaning. She did a good job. I paid her, and took her to the mall to get her some makeup that she wanted, and she came back next weekend. When he picked her up, he started joking that she would start from the bottom and rise to be top executive like any other kid at their family business. I didn't say anything because she was there, but I did approach him later on and mentioned it to him. I tried to be gentle, but it was important for us to at least discuss expectations. His initial reaction wasn't what I expected. To be fair, I think he got nervous or embarrassed, but I didn't like his reaction. So he said something about me potentially putting her in my will. I'd like to clarify that he laughed, so I think it was a joke. But I also think that he wouldn't have clarified if I'd gone along. I simply stayed quiet and told him that I cared about his daughter, but it isn't fair to create any expectations. I've worked so hard to give my kids a better future, and it's taken me over 10 years, and the fact that he only sees the results without taking my past and my ordeal into consideration feels disrespectful. I also mentioned how he wanted me to change my budget and plans for a different property, while he knew that moving together isn't an option, and that he stayed silent when I mentioned he would have needed to pay the difference on the lease. Also, I mentioned that I would not make unnecessary sacrifices. Nothing else was said. He stormed out of my car and, this is why I feel like the asshole here, started walking with his hand in his pocket and a weak smirk. I had to drive slowly next to him to convince him to get back inside the car because I hate Dr. David Banner scenes. He looked like a kicked puppy. After I dropped him off, he has been sending me texts about being disconnected from what a blended family actually is, showing that I think his daughter is inferior, being a hypocrite, and bullying. This has disturbed my inner peace because I'm just defending whatever legacy I have built, and having to do it against my partner just doesn't feel right. We talked about it, and he apologized, and I did the same in case I was too harsh. He said we could find some middle ground, and I was open to it. When he talked about helping him create a business for his daughter, I began to get angry because, again, it would be sweat equity for me. I declined because I did all the sweating I had to, but it was for me, and what he's asking just isn't fair. It's a responsibility, and I truly like to do things appropriately. I don't want to say yes and do it half-ass, and I don't want to work for free. I also don't want to mix anything between business and pleasure because it's my network and my contacts, and again, it could go very nice and well, or it could be a show, and I don't want that. I'm also concerned that he will ramp up and keep asking and asking for things. He said that if I don't help, he will feel like we will never build anything together. I said he needed to hire a consultant, but he stayed quiet, so I told him that he shouldn't place the responsibility of his present situation on me. He said that I'm probably blinded by my success, but that one day, I'll wake up single and lonely. I asked if he was threatening to leave me, and he said I'm not acting like a helpful partner. I asked for a break, and he freaked out. I'm just trying to keep my mental health in check because his constant asking and jokes have made me anxious. Also, I'm very angry and thinking that he just wants a handout. I texted him this morning asking to talk. I want to break up. He said he hopes I'm not planning on dumping him because it would mean that I just tricked him into a break. He posted something about his own mental health today. AITA for deciding to end things? We haven't talked yet, but that's my intention. I don't see his kid as inferior at all. I just want to keep my money out of it. Edit. To the judgmental people calling me names for letting my kids live with my parents for this semester only, please enlighten me. Would it be a great option to reject a good opportunity and finish my education to gain your approval? Right, because not doing my best to give them a good financial start in life is a better option. Also, where did you get that I'm an absent mother? Did I say that I don't see them or spend time with them? To those who offer advice, thank you. To those who disagree but jump to mothers should not do what they can to secure their kids' financial future and stay poor but at home. Thanks. Wait, what? Okay, so she's worked hard, got some financial stability going on. She's planning for her kids. And this dude, Ben, is like trying to weasel his daughter into the mix? Dude, that's messed up. The moving thing, whatever, it's her place, her choice. But asking her to partner in a business, then hinting at his daughter getting a slice of her pie? That's straight up using her. Sounds like he's not seeing her for who she is, just what she has. And the whole "you only have boys, treat my daughter special" thing? Seriously? I get her feeling uncomfortable. It's her money, her kids. He's basically trying to guilt her into supporting his daughter. That's a recipe for disaster. No wonder she wants to break up. He's gaslighting her, calling her disconnected and a bully when she's just protecting what she's built. Good for her for realizing this is a bad situation. She's right to prioritize her kid's future. Now, let's hear from the community and their thoughts. NTA. I'm not saying he's a gold digger, but if the shoe fits, run quick or be taken advantage of. NTA. I feel like he's trying to get me to take from my kids to give to her. NTA. It's not a feeling, it's a fact. What did he plan to give to your children? Nothing. Oh, how surprising. This man has nothing and does not want to work. He wants to take what you've built because it's easier and less effort for him. NTA. But you need to cut him off completely. He's using you for what you can do for him and his daughter. NTA. You are not married, you are not engaged, you are not living together, but he thinks it is time for you to add his daughter to your will. He is taking advantage of you. NTA. Also, he's your boyfriend, not your husband, and he sounds like a leech. Better to be single, living your best life than being stuck with a gold-digging leech. Angel, for your own sake, break up with him. The fact he's causing you anxiety is not healthy to you. Get rid of him and build your future for you and your boys. While you're upgrading your job qualifications and finances and housing, you should upgrade to a BF who will be an actual partner to you. Bro, I didn't even read through it, but just by the title know you are NTA. It's your stuff, he can't tell you what to do with it, and your kids are your priority. Do not take from them to give to another. You can even it out among them, but only if he's willing to do the same to your kids. Run, change the locks, then send a goodbye text. Blended family? You're not married. Run, girl, run. Is anyone else getting the feeling that this guy is looking for a sugar mama, bang maid, and someone to completely build his daughter a business? He also gives off homosexual vibes with the hints to move into the more expensive, bigger place that's quite a bit more inconvenient for OP but perfect for him and his daughter. I hope you enjoyed this story and the comments. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more.